Possible Dreams. My name is Martha McNally, and I'm here with my ever-fashionable co-chair, Ruben Kronig.
Thanks, Martha, and thanks everybody for joining us. For the first time in the 42-year history of Possible Dreams, we can't be together in person to celebrate the wonderful work that Community Services does. Before we get started, we have a few words from Julie Fay. Julie is our Executive Director, and she'll be retiring at the end of this month after 7 years at the helm of Community Services.
It's really strange for me to be addressing you all this year from my home. I'm used to looking out and seeing all of your faces, anticipating another fabulous live event.
Thanks, Julie. We all wish you a very happy retirement. I was raised on Martha's Vineyard, and my family has been here for generations, and I can say just how important Community Services and what they do for this island are.
Let's kick this off into high gear and start raising some money. I have the honor to introduce our brand new host this year, Seth Meyers. Seth?
Thank you, Martha and Ruben. It's great to be here. Ruben, when we met yesterday, I feel like you should have told me you were going to wear a tie.
I'm sorry. Next time.
Speaking of raising money, let's get started. Joining us now live from Alexandria, Virginia is our auctioneer. How are you, Sherry?
I am fine. Hi, Seth. I've got my drink ready here. Are you ready?
There it is.
I think we need to toast.
All right, here we go. Virtual toast. I'm going to get as close to the camera as I can.
Woo!
Woo!
To the first virtual ever Possible Dreams, perhaps the last.
Hopefully the last.
Hopefully. Oh, well, thank you very much, Seth. I appreciate it. And thank you again for hosting here. It was fun to hear some of those stories, and I look for the Netflix special next. Friends, hey, this is momentous. You are making history tonight. Not only is this the first ever virtual Possible Dreams, but it's one of the first on the island. So you're part of this. You're part of the spirit of MVCS. I hope that you're excited. I hope you're making some noise, maybe so shouting so loud that your neighbors think you're a little cray-cray if they don't already. But the fact is that MVCS supports the community, and so then we support MVCS so that they can do their work. Now, there are some auction how-tos as we get started because there has been some changes. The formerly silent auction, as you know, is now the online auction. It opened earlier this week. It's going to be open through Tuesday, I think 9 o'clock in the evening. Tuesday evening is when that will close. If you want to participate in that, and you really should because there's some excellent opportunities there, go ahead and use that link that is on the screen. You can visit that web address and it'll take you through the registration process. The system is set up so that if you want to do a maximum bid or if you want to buy an item outright on those items, you can. And may I say that we have had some incredible generosity already from the community. We have kickstarted here with $75,000 as we're leading into our auction. We have 10 special dreams, but 9 on Tuesday, and then one is closing at 5:45. You got about 30 minutes on MV1. So with that, let me go ahead and launch into dream number one, the Ultimate Islander MV1. If you've been on the Martha's Vineyard Community Services email list for a while, you know that you've seen some auctions come through because they have been selling these personalized vanity license plates for a while, maybe over the last 3 years.
Even if you have MV1, you still need to make a ferry reservation. A lot of people just assume if you have MV1, you can just drive onto the ferry. It's not special treatment. You still need ferry reservations.
Oh, thank you for pointing that out. You know, sometimes people think they get extra benefits with that just because it's a special tag. Not so, not so. Refresh, reset, relax. Oh, we even get a demo with this one. Take a look at this. I was admiring Martha's outfit. I was checking out all the shoes. And Sarah Flint, Massachusetts native, she started her company from scratch. She's based out of New York City. She's worldwide now, a phenomena in the shoe world. Michelle Obama, Kate Hudson, Amal Clooney, Reese Witherspoon, Serena Williams are some of her fans. Meghan Markle has been a longtime fan. Ladies, if you want to get that Markle sparkle, this is your package. Sarah has donated $500 towards a pair of her shoes. If you've got a group, we've got 4 dreams that are really targeted towards groups, like 8 people. And so this is the first one. And this is the quintessential Edgartown evening on a mutually agreeable day sometime before September 2021. 8 of you are going to board the 27-meter luxury yacht D-Day. Chef Hart Lowry has worked in restaurants in Boston and New York. He's going to lead all 8 of you through a chef-guided private tasting dinner. I'm getting hungry.
If 8 people, that would be my in-laws, my wife, her sister, her brother, my brother-in-law, both my kids. I put them on the boat, and then I just stay home and get some peace and quiet. So I will be bidding. on the chance to put my whole family on a boat.
You know, based on the story you said earlier, I thought you were going to run out of space there, and you did.
Yeah.
But before I carry on with Dream 5, I think it's time for a surprise prize drawing. So speaking of Martha and Ruben there, can we head back over there and see who's going to win this week?
We have the biggest stack of things to do on a Friday night. All of these games actually have been donated to us by Hasbro.
All right. Thank you. So that's the second.
I had to make sure my son might not have the possibility to bid, or else this would go for $1 million.
Does he read how old is he? Does he read that kind of a watch?
No, it's more just the Arthur books. But yeah, he's 4, so he'd be useless when you ask him what time it is.
I'm seeing a possibility here. You know, you could take the watch. He and his preschool would enjoy the speaking, and then you've got the books.
I might do that, but now I'm a little mad at him because the fact that Mark got this idea from his kid one night while reading him a bedtime story, my kids have never given me a good idea. And if they had, maybe I would bid on, you know what? Maybe I'll bid on this to inspire them to give me some good creative ideas.
It's waiting for you. A PBS series is waiting for you. 25 years he's been running that. Hey, I want to say something too. I think Seth's remarks about how clean the studio is for Tony Holland really made a difference here, because my understanding is the bidding is up to $9,500 on that item. So
there we go.
There you go. I'm talking. That's what I'm saying. I'm also seeing here that MV1 is now at $29,000. Again, that's closing in about 15 minutes. 15 minutes, friends. Hey, I'm going to turn this back over to our gala co-chairs. Ruben, thank you so much. You've been holding that watch so patiently there. We're going to turn this back to Martha and Ruben for surprise prize number 2 at MVTV Studio.
We have our next surprise prize.
You're going to be watching the fireworks in Edgartown. 8 people are going to be on board the tugboat for an unforgettable view. And then we have food and beverages that will be provided to your group as well from Among the Flowers.
My sons, Ash and Axel, would lose their mind just to be on a tugboat. And then when fireworks happened, I think they would realize it to be the greatest day of their life. So I highly recommend this for anyone. I feel like
there's a lot of opportunities here for your children to make some good bids. And I'm kind of wishing that they were in the room right now.
They just texted me for my billing address. That's troubling.
Yeah, I bet they did. They did. And mom's probably helping.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, hey, Seth, don't go anywhere. Hey, you mentioned your connection to the island earlier in your opening remarks. Those of you that have attended Possible Dreams in the past know that Seth has been very generous with regards to making donations. And usually you would go to New York and you would get to see his show, and then he would do a meet and greet with you afterwards. Now, obviously, we're not doing that this year, but we have I think it's a really cool and a creative donation. And I'll share my thoughts here. But first, Seth, do you want to talk about what you're offering?
Look, we're gonna be BFFs, guys. We're gonna jump on a Zoom with you and either your friends or your family, and we're gonna play games and have some drinks.
The other day when we were doing a test, he said he was very competitive too. So bring your best game.
Yes,
bring your best game.
If we're on Zoom, we can talk, we can gossip, because the only people who'll be hearing that stories are you, me, and the Chinese government, who's probably listening to most of these Zoom calls.
Again, that's Dream number 10. That's closing on Tuesday night at 9 o'clock with the online auction with the 9 other dreams. But what is closing in just 5 minutes is MV1. So as we wrap this up here, I just want to say a few more things about that. It is, Seth, hey, I'm getting some text here too. Before I move on to MV1, let me just say we're having active bidding on your donation. It is now at $4,000.
Well. And now, just to clarify, people have until Tuesday night to make those bids, right?
They do. Mm-hmm.
Okay, great. Mm-hmm. So 4,000 is a really hot start, guys. Based on the fact that we just mentioned it, we're already 4,000. That means by Tuesday at 9, it should be at $2 million.
80%, remember, of this license plate net proceeds are going to go to MVCS, and 20% will go to other island nonprofits through that Driving the Future charitable fund. The final kind of remarks here is that we're looking here, and I'll just wait for the text. I'm seeing that it's now at $56,500. I think it's got to be in the final minute here at this point.
Oh my goodness,
as we're
that's incredible.
Is it? I'm getting text here as I'm kind of watching it, and I'm also getting some other alerts that are coming in for other things here. I guess the weather might be a little dicey. So as we're putting in these final bids, again, it just not MV1 is closing now. 9 other dreams closing on Tuesday night. You've got an opportunity to check those out online. It's unique this year in that we're able to envelop a wider range. We have people logging in from Canada. We have people, of course, across the United States as well. You're a large family of MVCS as you are showcasing your support of the programs at MVCS.
As you're looking at my item, if I can just say real quick, now
Yeah.
I'm obviously aware of how much people are willing to bid for a license plate, which is not a person with feelings. I am a person with feelings, and so obviously I would like my item to be sort of in the same neighborhood as a license plate.
I would have thought that when you enter a comedic profession that you have to give up your feelings. Honest. Okay, here it is. Here we go. Congratulations. It has been sold to dollars. Congratulations.
This is so exciting.
How incredible is that?
Oh my, it's wow. Sherry and Seth, this is awesome. And we're excited because bidding will stay open for the other items until Tuesday the 28th at 9 p.m. Eastern. Excited for next year?
Can't wait to do it next year. And by the way, our current tally for auction items is at over $100,000. How awesome are all of you within our community? And before we sign off, I'm going to kick this back to Seth for any final last words that we have for this evening.
Congratulations to the winner of MV1. If any of you see them driving around, be sure to say thank you. We pulled off the first ever virtual Possible Dreams event. We raised a ton of money. So thank you all so much for having me, and good night.